And we're live. Welcome everyone. My name is Laura Hall and you are on the Come Cook With Me show. So I haven't filmed from the condo in a while, and I know I used to have some boxes that had my camera up high, but not as high as it is today. So I'm really sorry about that, but we have an amazing recipe. I'm so excited to share it with you. I think a few of you know that I've kind of started a new health, or changed up my health routine a little bit, and I'm really focusing on doing a healthy keto. And so now in the kitchen, I'm going to be creating some really healthy keto meals, and really fantastic. So I think you're going to absolutely love what we have going on. Hey Frank, it's great to see you. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Hey Jeremy. So yeah, so we're going to be making some chicken meatballs. We have a really incredible Alfredo sauce that's just uber, like it just, if you could smell in this kitchen right now, it's just amazing. So we're gonna do, in the Instant Pot, we're gonna do a vegan, vegetarian style. And in the MEALTHY pot, we're gonna go ahead and do a traditional chicken meatball. And with these meatballs, back on the stove, I've already prepared the Alfredo sauce. So in the actual feed above, you can see the recipe. Feel free to take a look at it. Either one you want to go with, they both are going to taste amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start off with, we're going to go ahead and start off with the, we'll do the traditional chicken and not the vegan vegetarian. We'll start with the chicken. But what I want to do is, because the pots are kind of far away, I'm going to show you what you're going to do to get your pots prepared. So in the Instant Pot, since we're doing the, we're going to be doing the vegan vegetarian in here, what we want to do is we have the insert. Inside the insert, I actually have a steamer basket and then a trivet. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to be steaming these. They're going to actually cook in high pressure, but they're going to be steamed, so we're not going to dry out like if you were cooking them in the oven. So you want to get your broth, and for the vegan vegetarian, we're going to be using the Pacific Organic vegetable broth. Okay, and you want to put about 16 ounces in each of your pots, and you do want to use a broth. You can use a water, but for steaming, the flavor just comes out so much better when you actually use the broth. You're going to use about half of the box. This is a 32-ounce box, so you could do 2 8-ounces or just do half. Put that over there, and so you're all set. Right in the bottom of the pot, you actually it kind of gets right up to that trivet. It's about 16 ounces. And then you want to put your steamer basket in, because that's how we're going to actually place the meatballs once we make them, once we form them. So I'll go ahead for the MEALTHY pot. Again, we have the insert, and inside the insert is the trivet, and we've got the steamer basket, the trivet and the steamer basket. And we're going to use the bone broth, a bone broth. I actually have a beef bone broth. I love Pacific's brand because they're low sodium, it's organic. But there are so many good bone broths out there in today's world. I mean, just incredible amounts of great bone broth. And I'm using a beef bone broth because, well, we're going to use a little bit of the sauce. This, after it's cooked, we're going to use the sauce for our zoodles, which we're going to, instead of making spaghetti, we're going to do zoodles, because that's more of a keto-friendly recipe. All right, so that's ready to go. Actually, to be honest with you, I didn't have enough. I was finishing up a container that we just need to add just a smidgen more, because we really want to make sure it's 16 ounces in there. And what's great is when you take out the steamer baskets and they're completely cooked, after the meatballs are cooked, you have this wonderful broth that you don't have to put on the skillet, although I say you can put it on the skillet. But you can actually, it's going to be super hot, so you can just put your zoodles in here and get them all cooked up at the very end. But that's when we get to the end of the recipe. Let's go ahead and get started with the actual meatballs themselves. So in my pan, in my bowl, I actually have 16 ounces of chicken that has been it's a beautiful, actually there's still a little piece of paper. some chicken meat that's been ground, and I use organic, I use pasture, friendly, pasture raised, or no hormones. You want to get the best, when you're cooking. You definitely want to be using the best. So what we have is we have 1 pound there, and what we have done is we've taken a zucchini, so there's a half a zucchini in here. I put it in a food processor. We have half of a zucchini. We've got some red onion, some mushrooms, and some spinach. And so we're going to add to this mixture. I might not use all of it. I'm going to see how it goes. We'll do half of the mixture in the beginning because you don't want it too wet. And I have had this drying out. Now we have also about 10 garlic cloves that we've roasted in the oven, and we've diced them up. We're going to add that in. And then we have a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and they're shredded Parmesan. Add that in. And then time for our spices. We're going to add in some liquid aminos, just about a tablespoon. I use the coconut brand, coconut liquid aminos. And we're going to add in 1 egg white. And then we're going to add in a few spices that I have here. And for those of you who are watching for the slow cooker version, I actually have the slow cooker. They're already done. And I'm going to show them to you at the end of the show, what they'll look like. So we're adding in some Japanese 7 spice. When you're shopping for your spices, you want to make sure that you're using organic, non-GMO, and they'll always say organic. It'll give that symbol for non-GMO. So that was 7 Japanese 7 spice. I've got a little bit of oregano that we're using. We have some herb of the Provence, but if you don't have that, you can use Italian seasoning. It's the same, just has just 1 extra ingredient. And then we have some ground cumin that we're adding in. We love cumin, so we're just going to add a little extra cumin. And I like my meatballs spicy, so we have some crushed chipotle red peppers. You can use any kind of red pepper, but we like the chipotle because they're a little smoky flavored. They really make a really great flavor. Okay, and we're going to hold off on the salt because this is a salty recipe where the Alfredo sauce comes into play because of the Parmesan. So we're going to add some fresh ground pepper. And that's it. Now what we want to do is get this all mixed together. Yeah, if I had more than 16 ounces, I would have used all of the mixture, the vegetable mixture with the mushrooms, but because it's only 16 ounces, we really don't need to. So what we're going to do is get this all mixed together. Looks wonderful, and it smells heavenly. There's something about roasted garlic that I absolutely just love. Just so, makes your house smell wonderful. Everything smells great. And so what we're going to do is we're going to roll these into balls, make them into nice round balls, and place them in the steamer basket. And I love the fact that we are here at the beach, and I know we haven't been live in a couple of weeks. We are on, I think we are 11 shows away from 100. So this is show, I think, 89, if I do my math correctly. You can layer these a little bit or save some if you want to have. Some people like to have them baked. I did bake some because the CrockPot got really full. So I'll show you what the bake looked like and what the CrockPot looked like. So they're actually got a very nice flavor. These meatballs have a wonderful flavor. think I can stack one more. Up. I think I can fit one more there. Yeah, just on the side. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this in. Rinse my hands off so that we do not have anything to mix with the vegan vegetarian. It's such a simple recipe. You're gonna absolutely just go bonkers over this recipe. It's so good, so wonderful, so tasty. Okay, so now it's time for the vegan. So what I have is, I'll show you the actual container that it came in. I have some Gimme Lean. It's a sausage substitute from Life. I love it. It's a vegetarian sausage. Go ahead and put that away. And we have the vegan Follow Your Heart Parmesan shreds. So we're going to go ahead and put those in. We have the garlic, the same amount of garlic that's been chopped. This vegan sausage, it is really so good. It tastes amazing, and I think you're gonna love it. So I have the same amount of mixture that I prepared for the other ones, but again, we're gonna just use half. This one, I think I'm gonna use the other one because it was a little more dry. You really wanna get the juices from the spinach, kind of really, the mushrooms pick up those juices quite a bit, but you don't want to have it too wet. Okay, so we're going to get this nice. Oh, I got to add the spices. What was I thinking? I wanted to make the brown balls already. All right. No need to rush in the kitchen. We don't want to make any mistakes, so we want to add some ground pepper. I have some hungry people here. My girlfriend and her significant other are here at the condo, and they installed, and I'll make a video of it tomorrow, maybe with them in it, hopefully. They installed my ionizer, my water ionizer, and I have been wanting to have it. We've always been carrying our buckets of water back and forth when we come to the condo from the house, and now we have it installed, so it's right over here to the right of the kitchen sink. If you can't see it, you kind of hidden a little bit with the faucet. Okay, and now some cumin, and we're going to be ready to mix this all up. Just wonderful. All right, so let's go ahead and mix this all together. I think because the way that we're doing with the steamer basket, the meatballs are going to be really, really wonderful. You should see when I show you when they come out of the slow cooker over there, they just look amazing. Really fluffy and tasty. So you're getting your vegetables, you're getting your meat, and of course the Alfredo sauce, just so simple and so easy, but really just yummy. All right, so these are ready to make into balls. And we're going to go ahead, when we put the lids on, we're going to be cooking these. We're going to set the timer on the pots for 5 minutes, and then we're going to let them do a natural release for 10 minutes. If you have really hungry people that are just waiting to eat, you can actually do it for less, but you'll be preparing the sauce when these are cooking. So I think those of you who are vegan and vegetarian, you will love how these meatballs turn out. The sausage is just amazing. And it actually has a little bit of a kick to it, this one does. You can get them where they're not with spice, they're more Italian style. But this one has a little bit of a kick. So in our show, what I love to do is we are a community, and we love to say hello, who we are, where we're from. It will be wonderful. And a lot of times people will make the recipe that I've created, and then they post a picture. So you can also hit that share button that's right there. Hey, great to see this love and likes. Thank you all. Here we go, one more. All right, so I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the Alfredo sauce. Let me just get my hands washed off so we can put the lids on and get them started. So say hi, who you are, where you're from. Be great. I know it's been a while since you've been in the kitchen, so I'm really excited about the new recipes that I have coming forth. I think you'll be excited about them as well. So we're going to put the top on, and we want to close it. Make sure that you have the pressure knob down and turned off so we can build up the pressure. All right, and we're ready to go. So I'm going to put manual pressure cook, and I'm going to take it down to 5 minutes because that's all we need on these. 5 minutes, and we're going to hit pressure cook here, and we're going to go down 5 minutes. Here we go, and they're ready to go. Okay, so let's talk about the Alfredo sauce. I absolutely love this Alfredo sauce. So I'm going to show you the one that is vegan and vegetarian. It looks so beautiful. It's all ready to go. I'm going to show it to you in the pot. Now we're only going to heat it up a little bit when we're ready to go, but let's talk about the ingredients that are in that. We have some wonderful ingredients. We've used Earth Balance. What I love about Earth Balance is they have a lot of different styles of buttery spread. This is a European one. Show it to you. And it's just really a delight. It's very creamy. It's kind of got a nutty flavor. It's just really fantastic. It's vegan, non-GMO, just wonderful. So we use 2 tablespoons to get that started. And then we have some, I think I put 6 cloves in, chopped up cloves of garlic. And we are using an almond milk creamer. We use a 1/2 cup of almond milk creamer. This is really uber thick and delicious. And we also used 1/2 cup of coconut milk. And while that was warming up, what we did is we added about 3/4 cup very slowly to melt the Parmesan shreds. And that's it. We added in the same amount of spices. We used the same spices that we cooked the meatballs in. And I actually took some chives and I diced them up in the sauce as well. So it's just beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. And that's how simple that recipe is. It's so easy, it smells fragrant, and again, skip any of the pink Himalayan salt, use the salt at the very end. So for the non-vegan vegetarian sauce, the creamy Alfredo sauce, this has been done, it's prepared. We did the same thing. We used the almond milk creamer, but then I used a 1/2 cup of just heavy whipping cream. So it's really, really thick. And you can choose which one you prefer, but this is just a beautiful one. So we're going to reheat this up a little bit, and we also used actual Parmesan shreds. Now if you don't have a shredder, because I don't have one here at the condo, I went ahead and got the already shredded. But what you want to do is make sure you get the fresh ones that have no fillers, no preservatives, so that it's absolutely the most fresh. That's what you want to look for. And instead of the Earth Balance, we use Kerrygold butter. So it's a grass-fed butter, 2 tablespoons, and that's how you start off with that sauce. Slowly add in that Parmesan because you don't want to get it too sticky. So, clumpy. You don't want it to get clumpy. So when these are finished, we're going to let 10 minutes for the natural release of steam, and then we'll let off the rest of the steam. And what we'll do is take them out of the steamer basket, and we'll use what's already hot. We'll take just the broth, and we'll hit it on saute so that the broth is ready to go. And we're going to throw in some zoodles. I don't have my zoodle maker here, so it's something I probably should get for the condo. So I went ahead, and I love how the store has zucchini that's already been spiralized. So that's what we're going to do instead of noodles. So make it really healthy for you. And that is going to be the meal for tonight. Now, if you don't want to use the broth that's in the bottom, you can actually just take out any broth that you have, what's left over from the boxes, and you can put it on the stove as well, whatever's the easiest for you. But most people don't need to use their stove, but you can use your skillet, put in some broth, and put the zoodles, get the broth really, really hot, and throw the zoodles in. They take less than a minute to get really hot, and then you're going to go ahead and plate it. Now I have saved some Parmesan to shred on top when we serve it, and then we're going to do a little bit of shaved lemon so that when we actually serve it, because I just absolutely love to serve my food when you have just a little zest, a lemon zest on top. Is just incredible. So let's go ahead and show you the slow cooker before we end the show today, so you can see what these will look like, because these are finished. They are completely ready to go. We cook them on high. Woo! Hot, hot. Need to turn that off. Yeah, because they are ready to go. All right, hold it. So you'll see that some of the Parmesan has come out of the meatballs, but they are just delicious. I hope that you have a good angle of them. But look back after the show. Once we plate everything, we'll take lots of pictures and you'll be able to see it. And just look for the pictures in the comments a little bit later on this evening, or we might get to it tomorrow. I have to pick Brad up at the airport today. So have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. We have the 4th of July, so if you're traveling, please travel safely. Everyone have a beautiful rest of your weekend. We're coming into Friday tomorrow, so it's just going to be a wonderful week. I don't know if many people are taking off. And then now tomorrow, look forward to learning a little bit about this beautiful ionizer that my friends have brought and hooked up for us. And we will see you next week on a new show, Cooking Here. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.